quartets, unscripted. I'm ready if y'all ready. Dave, y'all ready?
Yes, sir. Yeah, let's do it.
Brilliant.
I think I'll be all right.
Vic?
I'm ready, Doc. Yes, sir.
Band, y'all ready? Man, we live, man. Let's do this thing. Let's go. I'm ready. That's it. Oh. Let me tell you this. I remember not long ago, I was at a particular place where I probably should not have been. I made a phone call to let someone know that I was on my way and that everything was going to be all right. Little did I know that when I hung up the phone that there were some people there, guns in hand, masks over their face. They told me to break myself, which means to give them everything that I had. After I gave them everything they had, they wasn't satisfied. They wanted to pull the trigger and try to kill me. But when they pulled the trigger, nothing happened. You know what, to make a long story short, somebody said, well, Demetrius, how do you think you made it out? How do you make it through? I'll tell you how. It was the prayers.
The prayers that they prayed for me.
And I'm even here right now to tell the story because the prayers that they prayed still remain.
Because the prayers that they prayed for me still remain.
I guess what I'm trying to say in a nutshell is that I'm here tonight all because, help me all,
oh, somebody
prayed
for me,
had me on their mind.
Took the time to pray for me. So glad they prayed for me.
Listen, I'm looking over there in the corner at my son. His mother, before she was pregnant, had gone through some situations that the doctor told her that if she ever had any children, that they would all be retarded and wouldn't be able to live a regular life. Well, here it is. My son is 24 years old, and we've been praying for him. The Lord has been keeping him, and if anybody know him, y'all know that he's not retarded. He even got two sisters that, boy, listen, they smart as a whip. And y'all know what I'm saying? They're probably saying, well, how did you have children when the doctor said no? I'll tell you how.
The prayers that they prayed for me.
I'm looking over at that boy, and I know that he's here only because of the prayers. Help me, y'all.
Because the prayers that they prayed for me still remain.
Still remain. I guess what I'm trying to say, y'all expect y'all better help me here. That,
somebody prayed for me.
Had me.
On their
Took the time
to pray. So glad they prayed.
Sing it one more time. Prayed for me. They had on their mind. Yeah.
Time to pray for me. So glad they prayed for me.
Go ahead, Andre. I hear you, son. Yes, sir. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
had me on their mind. Took the time to pray for me. So glad they prayed for me.
They prayed for me. What is going on, y'all? It is your man D-Toe. You tuned in to Shop Talk, everyone's favorite show, right here on everyone's favorite network. You know what it is, children. It is freedomradio.com. It literally says so that it is Shop Talk. Now, before we jump in, before we do anything, you already know what you got to do. Get on the phone, call, text, tweet, Facebook, MySpace, Instagram, Social Cam, Marco Polo. But tell your mama them Ray Ray, Shay Shay, Day Day, Delicious Nim, Nuck Nuck Nim, Pojo Nim. Let them all know that we are live right now on the Freedom Radio family of networks. That's right, we're streaming live on Facebook. We are on YouTube, and we are doing everything that we can to bring you the absolute best in gospel music. And listen, if you didn't know, my name is Demetrius Tollfree. It says so right there. And you can hit me up and follow me on social media everywhere at D-Tollfree, at DTOLEFREE. That's on Facebook. That's on Twitter, Instagram. That's on whatever you can think of. If it's social media, you can do that. Hit me up and we will make things happen. Listen, we have an incredible show lined up for you today. We've even got a special guest that we will bring up in just a few moments. But let me give a couple of quick shout outs to people who are hanging out. What's up to Cambria Mayfield, who is joining us already on YouTube. We've got Diamond Fee hanging out with us already as well on Facebook. And we've got Tracy J. Wilson. What is going on? Glad to have you hanging out. Now, listen, before we do anything, do me a favor, share today's stream. You're going to want your friends, your family, your social media constituents to see what is going on today. We've got an incredible show lined up for you. With that being said, all right, y'all, let's get ready to bring up our first co-host out in Hercules of California. My dude, he's a little under the weather today, but he's hanging out. He's here. He's hanging out with us, and we're going to make things happen. Let's get ready to bring up my guy, Ja'Cory Prothro. Ja'Cory, man, what is going on?
What's going on? Yeah. Shayada by whole shit. Ooh, glory. Let me tell you, this is the first Sunday that I have ever had to call off for worship on Sunday to 3 churches. I don't have no voice, but I'm still alive, so I still give him praise.
Thank you.
I'm here though.
That's good stuff, man. I am glad to have you hanging out with us, man. And I hope you really feel better real soon. It's a little something going around. A couple other people that I know have been hitting me up saying that they've been under the weather, man. And I understand. And the fact that you had to call in, it had to have been something serious. So yeah, because I know that's your goodness and mercy that you mixed together and bring it together on Monday to make happen. It's all good. Listen, man, I'm glad to have you hanging out with us. As I mentioned the other day, we will have a special guest in just a few moments. But before we jump into our special guest, and I asked him, I said, hey, I'm gonna bring you up, and how long you got? About 5-10 minutes. He's like, what? I'm here to hang out. I was like, really? He's like, yeah, I'm here to hang out. I said, I tell you what, I'm gonna bring you up in just a moment. Now, before we do it, let's do something real quick and let's get this out of the way. And that is, let's talk about real quick today's National Day. Today's National Day. We'll do this really quick, and I have 4 of them. Today's National Day. One is, watch this, Hug a Plumber Day. Today is National Hug a Plumber Day. I'm no plumber. I don't even know a good plumber, but if you know one, today is National Hug a Plumber Day. Secondly, this one is good. Today is National Financial Awareness Appreciation Day. Financial Awareness Appreciation Day. So you definitely want to make sure that you get your finances together and make all those type of things happen as well. And yeah, hug a plumber. Anyway, next, today is, watch this now. Today is National Hairstylist Appreciation Day. Hairstylist Appreciation Day. Now, my hairstyle, I don't have much, and everything I have is white, but I do appreciate the guy that keeps me together and lines me up every Friday just to make sure I look decent. And then last but not least, today is National This is for the women and some men. Today is National Mani Petty Day. National Mani Petty Day. So if your claws or your hands is looking like claws and your feet, your significant other don't want you to put your feet on them, listen, today might be a great day to go get a mani pedi. All right, so those are our national days today. All right, let's keep things going. Y'all can tell I'm in a little bit of a fast mode. It's trying to come up in my throat. Wait a minute. I rebuke you, Satan. I command you in the name of the Lord to drop your weapons and and flee. Listen, let's get ready to bring up our next co-host. Hanging out with us today in Charlotte of North Carolina. And she, from what I can see, looks like she might have some Freedom gear on. I'm rocking as normal my Freedom Radio. I got my Freedom Radio mug, and I've got my Freedom Radio AirPods case today. I'm making things happen. I'm doing all things Freedom. But let's bring up our next co-host. I think her microphone is set up, and we will make things happen. You know, I got to tell her. I got to say these things before I bring her up. But let's get ready to bring up one of our most exciting co-hosts out in Charlotte of North Carolina, my homegirl and yours, Yolanda Wild Praise Morant. Yolanda,
Hi.
Girl, what is going on?
Hi, y'all good?
All is well. Now, are you rocking the Freedom t-shirt today? Is that what I see?
I am, but I don't know how far I can go back because my,
Come on, Freedom Radio t-shirt. You understand me?
Yeah,
I love it. There you go.
T-shirt today.
Yeah. It is all good. It is all good. I am not mad at you. Let's make that whole thing happen. Let me get you off CNN because I know you don't like to be CNN'd.
No, I don't.
You know, especially after Don Lemons got fired.
I just left the salon. I came back home just in time.
Oh, you just got your hair did?
Yeah, we're going through so usually just the short version is Happy Hair Stylist Day to all my hairstylist friends. I am a beauty girl. I love the beauty salon. I'm sorry, I grew up going to the beauty salon, right? And when you be in the beauty salon all day and you hear people talking about all kind of manner of things. So, amen. So shout out to all the beauty salon. I'm a really big fan of, so let me say this, since it's beauty supply, I'm sorry, I'm a beauty supply girl too. But beauty stylist or hairstylist day, let me say this to you. There is nothing better than going to get your hair done. And I understand that we are in a technology age and do it yourself. But let me help you. Please go get your hair done. I'm serious.
Are you making a plea? Are you making
yes,
a plea?
I'm making a plea. You know
same?
why? Because there's this, I'm going to be real short because then we have a guest. There is this reel going around, this audio reel. I don't need to make a deposit. I can do it myself. Let me say this to you. The person that spent 9 to 10 months or longer going to school, earning 1,450 credits, pending where you live. See, I know this because I was going to be a hairstylist. Amen. Knowing pending where you live, they spend a lot of time going through cosmetology and all these parts to learn all the parts of your hair. So when someone does your hair, they're not just cutting and they actually learn the chemistry of hair, and your hair actually tells a story of your body from the inside out. So if you are not taking care of your body and your hair is falling out, it's not your stylist's fault.
It's your hair.
It's how you're treating your body.
Your hair.
How do I know this?
Your hair.
Because of my stylist, my hair definitely country all day. Because when my stylist started doing my hair, and I'm a beauty girl, I've been knowing this kind of things for a long time. Let me say this: if you're not taking vitamins, drinking water, your hair is telling a story. You need to go to a stylist that's not just interested in making you look cute. They're interested in the longevity and the health of your hair. If they start asking you, are you taking vitamins? You probably are in the right place. I'm serious about that. Though. All that, I don't need a stylist. I can do it myself. No, and ma'am, and or sir, please.
Please. We are tired. I get it. I understand.
I know you didn't know you was going to get some.
And it's all good. I'm not mad. I'm looking at some of these comments that's coming in, and please keep them going. Today is going to be an interesting day because Yolanda's on one. She's already on her soapbox. We catching her early, so I'm excited about this. I tell you what. Why don't we keep the show going?
Let's go.
Last week I mentioned that there's an event that is coming to the Bay Area. And I mentioned, I got a chance to have a conversation with a young man about the event that's coming to the Bay Area. And I said, man, it'd be nice if you took some time and could hang out with us. He was like, what?
Oh.
Let's make that happen. I said, for real? He was like, yeah, for real. And so I hit him up today. I said, hey, today's the day, man. You gonna be on? He said, yeah. I was like, cool. If you give us, about 5 or 10 minutes, we'll make that happen. He's like, man, I carved out a whole hour. I said, you did? I said, well, let the Ikonoshe let him come through here. So let's, without further ado, listen. I am very, very excited about this next guest. And he's going to just be himself. And him being himself, he is hilarious. But he's not a comedian that I know of, but he's a singer. And we brought up the video. Let me tell you, let me put the flyer on the screen. Let me do what I'm supposed to do. I know what I'm supposed to do. So coming up in a few days, we have this great event that is happening in the Bay Area. And Take 6 is going to be in the Bay Area. Well, today we are overly, and I say overly excited to have a guest from this particular group that you see on the screen. Alan McPherson, the Bowtie King, my guy, he says, no way. Yeah. Without further ado, y'all, let's bring up my newfound friend, my new bro, a part of Take 6, and he's the big promoter behind this thing. My brand new friend and your new bro, Christian Dentley of Take 6. Christian Dentley, man, what is what is going on, bro?
Listen. I got to, first of all, man, thank you, Doc, for having me here. It's good to be here on Freedom Radio, baby. But can we talk about this applesauce cup? I just need to talk about this applesauce cup. What in the Mott's is going on up in here?
I'm trying to get well.
With some applesauce, bro? You trying to get right with the applesauce? Is it ginger in that cup? Huh?
It's some Holy Ghost cinnamon.
Oh, bye.
Watch it.
Watch
it now.
Wait a minute.
Listen.
I was like,
man.
What is happening right now? I mean, it's what in the child's lunch box?
That part.
is happening on the screen. Oh man,
I told
it's so
y'all,
good
this
to be
guy's
here,
funny.
Man,
we're glad to have you. We're glad to have you, man. So, I mean, first of all, welcome to the show, and you're fitting right in because this is a show where literally nothing and no person is off limits. So we just go for what we know, man, and just have a great time. So you're definitely falling right in line with that. But I mean, man, tell me a little bit about what's going on with Take 6, man. What are you preparing to bring to the Bay Area?
Listen, first of all, Take 6, man, we just got back yesterday from Poland. Great shows out there. And that's the cool thing about this group is, man, we get to travel around the world singing the gospel of Jesus Christ, unashamed, unabashed, and people love it. Now they hear our jazz and they figure that we're jazz artists, but at the core of who we are, man, we're believers. And so we take the gospel and we package it in jazz, or we package it in R&B, or we package it in, just nice vocal music. So just getting back from Poland yesterday, we weren't there long enough for the jet lag to set in. So I'm feeling real good right now. But what we're doing in the Bay Area is about to be so beautiful because, man, to be honest, we as artists and anybody that's great in their craft, God has blessed us to be able to make a living doing what we do, performing around the world and things like that, which is great. But I was like, you know what, I created this new show called Join the Band, Take 6, Join the Band 2. So years ago, we had a record, the first record that Take 6 did, I think it was in 94. This was before I joined the group. Actually 10 years before I met the guys, but they did a record called Join the Band, which is the first record that had musical instruments behind it. Cause people, normally know Take 6 as primarily an a cappella group. So they put musical instruments behind their music, vocals, and won a couple of Grammys with it, sold a ton of records with it. And so I'm like, man, what if we were to do a reboot of that and just do a live show with it? And so, but it wasn't just about to make it a point that everywhere we go with this show to partner with different organizations that's doing amazing things in the communities that we're going to. So I talked to a buddy of mine, his name is Vaughn Thompson, over at Cathedral of Faith in San Jose. They have one of the largest food drives in the Bay Area. And I was like, you know what? I love what you guys are doing. Let's make this concert a benefit concert for reaching out. Come to the Bay on Tuesday, May 16th and light it up. Let's bring Lena Bird Miles with us, who's getting ready to be nominated for a Stellar with her amazing songs. And let's just do it up. Let's do it up. So we got Third Culture Worship, Lena Bird Miles, and Take 6. We are going in on Tuesday, May 16th at Cathedral of Faith in San Jose. That's what we're doing.
Man, that's dope, man. I love it. I think that's great. And we got people chiming in saying welcome. And I agree, Tracy J. Wilson. We are blessed to have him hanging out with us. I'm excited about it, man. I'm going to be there. And we're going to do all that we can to continue to promote that. I'm going to put the flyer back up one more time. I'm going to put the flyer up so people can take a look at it. So it is going to be happening on Tuesday, May the 16th in San Jose, California, United States of America. Since he just came back from Poland and everything, I want to make sure you know where he is. But it's going to be great. Lena Bird Miles, yes, the Bay Area's own, who is nominated for, I believe, a couple of Stellar Awards. 6. Oh, I said a couple. Excuse me. Thank you, Corey. She is nominated for 6 Stellar Awards. And we want to, first of all, make sure that we support the Bay Area's own. Right now, voting is open to the public, and we ought to be able to go on the StellarAwards.com and be able to make some things happen and make this whole thing go viral, not just for Lena, but we've also have a Bay Area radio station, not ours, but Believe Radio is also nominated. And listen, as I mentioned a couple weeks ago, we are no haters around here. We are here pushing everything Bay Area. And so we definitely want to make sure that we support Lena, that we support Believe Radio, that we just get out there and let the gospel community know that there is still a sound that comes from the Bay Area that can't be replicated, duplicated, or imitated. So we definitely want to make some things happen and be able to promote our own. With that being said, Yolanda Wild Praise Morant, and first of all, Christian, meet Yolanda, who is right next to you. She is our graphic designer extraordinaire, as well as a great singer as well. So if you guys end up in Charlotte, North Carolina, or anywhere over there,
that's funny you should say that.
Don't tempt me.
It's funny you're gonna say that because we'll be in Charlotte on Saturday, July 15th, as a matter of fact.
Okay, so I'm there.
And I got you. I know a guy. I got you.
Don't tempt me.
How many tickets you need? How many tickets you need? Just bring some Bojangles to the back.
Don't tempt me. I've been listening to Take 6 since day one.
Come on, day one.
Yeah, I've had the opportunity to meet you guys. I don't know if you were there. So I teach in Japan, and I was there at Soulbird.
Oh yeah, Soulbird Jasper. Yes. Absolutely.
Soulbird the college. Meet you guys there. I was the only black girl in the whole building. So
yes, Nyango hanaseru to Monica Derecho.
Yeah. So yeah, don't tempt me. I'll be there.
Oh yeah. So listen, I know a guy. I can get you some tickets. That's like legit. We got you. I need some Bojangles. I just need some of them chicken wings. I need some dirty rice and some of them Bo-Berry biscuits. Amen. Oh my God.
Yeah, that is crazy. Well, I mean, so speaking about the Stellar Awards, Yolanda, I know you want to jump in on this. So the floor, the virtual floor is yours.
We can all stay together. And
I would do it. It's okay. I got you.
So I just want to encourage people to vote, right? So we don't win. We cannot be greater together if we don't support each other.
That part.
So we have to vote. Now, listen, sometimes you get to a category and you may not know. At least take a second to look who the person is, vote for your favorite person, all of those parts. That we leave that up to you. But you should be voting. You can go to Stellar Awards. It's really simple. It takes me about 3 minutes or so. You just go to StellarAwards.com. Yes, you, the public, can vote. And people say, well, the same person wins. Well, then let's vote for different people. Amen? Really simple. But go to the StellarAwards.com and vote. And the Stellar Awards are in Las Vegas, Nevada. July 14th. 15th. July 15th.
Well, I got so many dates in my head because I'll be there soon.
Ja'Cory is a celebrity. So we'll but it's in Las Vegas, Nevada. You can find all the information at the StellarAwards.com.
Awesome.
And it's open to the public. Always
absolutely
has been. So you don't have to be a celebrity. You don't have to be you don't have to be any of those things. If you always wanted to come to an event of that caliber, you can come, get your tickets, go, have a great time.
Absolutely. That's good stuff. And we are going to have a Freedom Radio presence there. And we have someone asking you in particular, Dr. Ty Holmes, asking you, Yolanda Morant, are you nominated? And is she gonna...
No, I'm not nominated. Thank you so much. I wish I was. No, I'm not nominated.
Okay.
Yet.
Okay. It's all good.
Yet.
I
Right.
received
Right.
that yet.
That part.
You have
That
to have
part.
music that came out the year prior in order to be nominated. And there's a whole bunch of stuff that goes into that, and some of the stuff has changed. So
It's all good. Well, I'm glad that you mentioned that. I want to just stop long enough to get a shout out to the homie who I haven't seen in a long time on the show, Renee Kennedy. Renee is in the building. What is going on? Glad to have you hanging out with us. My guy BTK Bowtie King is asking, are we pulling up? I think we might have to make an appearance, BTK, and be in the
It's
building
worth it.
and see what we can. Yeah. I went to LA yesterday,
I
and
didn't-
I went to LA yesterday, and I did something I haven't done in a long time, and that is I went to see my tailor. It's time. I haven't had any new suits made in a long time.
I went to
Right,
see
that
my
part.
tailor.
I want to see.
Yeah, so I went to see my
Uh-huh.
tailor,
Okay.
and he when I walked in, like, oh my God, you Betty big. I'm like, okay, I got it. COVID is, I got some weight on me. Okay, no worries. He's like, bring me extra large tape measure. I'm like, okay, you got it. Okay, you got your jokes. Okay, it's cool. But so me and a couple friends went out to LA yesterday, got some suits. We ordered some suits, so some things are going to be coming. So I'm looking forward to step onto the Stellar Awards red carpet with some new attire on and make some things happen. And we just going to go and have some great fun and make things happen. Now, listen, now that we got everybody hanging out with us, now, Christian, you're hanging out with us, right?
We hanging.
Okay. Well, if you hanging out with us, then you're gonna have to chime in with everything that we get ready to talk about. So
Let's do it.
with that being said, we was just talking about Las Vegas and the fact that the Stellars are going back to Las Vegas, and that's cool. Us Bay Area folks, Las Vegas is really not becoming my great city. I'm really not starting to like Las Vegas because
Mhm.
they've already taken the Raiders. The
Oh.
Raiders are now in Las Vegas.
I know where
hold
we're
on.
going.
Here is my
Mhm.
wife. Hey, Allegra. Allegra is in the building. My wife is watching us virtually. Right below me, Allegra is one of the members from Take Six. We've made it. You know what? It's all good.
Don't make me go get my tambourine. I got a tambourine praise.
I
Oh
saw
my
that
God.
video. You had me cracking up. But Las Vegas is taking everything Bay Area. So as I mentioned, the Raiders have gone to Las Vegas as of last week. Sounds like the Oakland A's might be getting ready to go to Las Vegas. My feelings are hurt. I am an Oakland A's fan. That's the reason why I made that T-shirt for Yolanda Wild Praise the Rent that she has on in the A's green. That is the Oakland A's green that she has on. But everything seems to be going towards Las Vegas. You know, the Raiders, now the A's. Those of you in the Bay Area, I just found out yesterday that Lake Merritt is moving to Las Vegas. Yes.
I thought that was
Like-
fake.
No, it's a joke. My daughter is next to me looking at me like, what? Yes, Lake Merritt is moving to Las Vegas, and Eastmont Mall is now moving to Las Vegas. So everything that is Oakland, and we was trying to figure out if we could send the new mayor. Can we send the mayor to Las Vegas? But
Oh
they
my
told me
God.
no. She's not the right kind. Anyway, I wanted to mention that we lost the A's, and well, the A's are still here for now. They're losing every game. They did win last night. We did win last night. The Lord is in the building because the A's did win last night. I was fasting yesterday, so that could have been the reason why. And it's all to the good. But listen, I want to take another turn for a moment, and I want to really quick do what we normally do right through here, and that is let's do some birthdays. Yes, let's do some birthdays. And Christian said, where are the hand claps? Here they are right here. We have to break. Yeah, we do our hand claps like that. So today in birthdays, we have actor extraordinaire Al Pacino. Y'all remember Al Pacino? Incredible actor. Today is his birthday. He turns 83 today. Today would have been also Ella Fitzgerald, the incredible vocalist. Today would have been her birthday. She was born back in 1917. Wow, 1917 was when she was born, and she lived until 1996. So yeah, that was she lived a long life. Today also is from the San Antonio Spurs, Tim Duncan. Today is his birthday. He turns 47 today. And then also we have the incredible actress from 911 Lone Star, Gina Torres, formerly married to Lawrence Fishburne. Today is her 54th birthday. And then we got two more. Adam Silver, the commissioner of the NBA. Today is his birthday. He turns 61. And then last but not least, a personal friend of mine, Pastor Jacqueline Thompson of Allen Temple Baptist Church in Oakland. She turns 52 today. So that is all of our birthdays. Now, normally we would have Ashlyn somewhere in here, but I guess I will do it. And I'll do it like this. So to those of you hanging out with us, if today is your birthday, your anniversary, anything like that is happening this week, take you some time. This is a great time to celebrate you. I can celebrate you as much as I can, but nobody, and I mean nobody, can beat you celebrating you. So put on that dress, put on those heels, throw on some perfume, and go on out and in the streets and tell everybody it's your birthday and celebrate you. But take some time, make today great, and make things happen like only you can. So from all of us here at Freedom Radio, and as well as from Take 6, we want to tell you happy birthday. All right, y'all, let's keep things going. And we've got more people chiming in. People hitting me from everywhere, and I'm trying to see everything. Oh, we have a break-in. I know what it was. We have a break-in, and that is we have one of our other co-hosts who is finally hanging out with us, and I'm not sure where she is. She'll tell us where she is. She might be at home in Hercules, or she might be in Norway. Ain't no telling. But I can tell you this, with the ain't word, ain't no need to worrying what today is going to bring, because when I bring this next co-host up, it'll be all over. Thank you. All right. Yeah. Without further ado, let's bring in my homie. I don't always do this when I mention her, but since she's here and we've got an official member of Take 6, let's get ready to bring up my friend, my sister, White Chocolate. She is a finalist from season 10 of BET's Sunday's Best. She's my homie. She's right here from the Bay Area. Ashlyn Tara Cole. Ashlyn, girl, what is going on?
What's going on in the morning? Hey, morning. Ooh. Come on, y'all. Let's go. I'm late to the party, but look, I'm excited to see y'all and excited for you all to have my brother on here, Christian. It's so great to see you.
So good to see you too.
Absolutely. I am so sad that I will not be here in town for this amazing event. I'm actually leaving on Friday for a month on tour myself. And so, tour life, how it is. So I can't complain though. I'm going to be cruising in the Mediterranean on the Dave Koz cruise. And Christian, we got to get y'all on a Dave Koz cruise. I'm like, why have you all not done that?
We got to do it. We just did the Smooth Jazz cruise, and I appreciate the Smooth Jazz cruise. It was great. It was wonderful. We did the Cap Jazz cruise. That was fantastic. Next year we're doing the Jazz cruise. But I would love to do the Dave Koz. I think it's like 3 weeks. I think, man. And
right. So this year
crazy.
Yes. So we just had a week of rehearsals in Burbank last week, and it's 3 weeks this year. Next year's 2 weeks, but the following year, 2025. Now 2023 is sold out. 2024 is sold out. 2025 is going to go on sale in a couple of weeks, and that will sell out as well. But we don't have the roster for artists, so I know a guy. I know a guy. I know a man. I'm gonna talk to him and see what we can do.
I know a man. Listen, I know him.
Come on.
Praise God. But yeah, talk to him. Let's do it, because we can. Do you guys on that cruise? Do you guys have like a Sunday service type gospel thing that you do?
We do. So this year, Jonathan Butler. Yep, Jonathan Butler's on there, and so we do a show. We don't actually do it on Sunday because the cruise, like where it lands in between, but we do a show called Uplifted, where we invite all the artists, all the headlining artists to come sit in, and we do a 75 to 90 minute set. And it's amazing. It is amazing. It's non-denominational.
Yeah.
Of course, you want to include everybody. So we don't get too crunk about Jesus in there. Yeah. But because you want it to be open to everybody. But it's awesome. It is every year. This is going to be my 10th year doing this cruise.
Oh
and
my
so
gosh, that is amazing. And
it's always amazing.
Best. Cruising is the absolute best.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It is. And you know what? Y'all talking about getting crunk and getting turned up and all these type of things. Listen, you could not be talking to a better person about getting turned up and getting lit and all those type of things, because The Golden State Warriors
Come
from
on.
East Oakland, now in San Francisco. We lost them too. Everything's moving. I was looking for them to go to Las Vegas. But anyway, the Golden State
No.
Warriors are in the middle of the first round of the playoffs. Now, Ashlyn, now I know you, just like I am, we're big time fans of the Warriors, all of us. Last week when we was talking about, man, the Warriors, we're already down 0-2. And now this week, wait a minute. I thought I had my tambourine. I was about to get
Don't
it.
make
Don't
me go.
I was
Don't
about
you
to
make me go get my
'cause I have
tambourine.
one.
Oh my
I was
God.
about to do a tambourine phrase. We have come back, and it is now 2-2 in the series, and we are so excited about it. And I think the next game is tomorrow, back in Sacramento, and we are. Our fingers is crossed, hands. We're going to be holding hands, singing "Kumbaya" about what's going to be happening. Yes, you're right, Dede Felder, Deacon Draymond. Yeah, we never know what may happen with Deacon Draymond. So
Jesus.
I know. He got suspended for game 3. We won. We got suspended. He got suspended for game 3. He came back for game 4. He came off the bench within 3 minutes of being in the game. Got a technical foul.
Somebody got to talk to the brother. I mean, what's going on here?
Well, I mean, Christian, if you had a chance to talk to Draymond,
What would you say?
What would you say?
you tell the brother?
First of all, I probably say thank you because of you. So my mom was born in San Francisco, and she's a huge fan. Last year's championship, I had to buy her the championship jersey and stuff like that. But if I had to talk to Draymond, I would say, what's wrong, brother? What is wrong? You need some applesauce? Because I don't. There's some things that I just don't understand. Okay, I get moments of lapse, but when you step on a brother, and then you taunt the crowd, like, yeah, give it to me. Next time I'm gonna step on his neck, and I like what is the deal? And I think that at some point, on a serious note, I think you always have to be conscious of how your actions can affect the team. All right. So I'm a team player. I sing with, obviously there's 6 of us, right? So I can never independently do something that does not affect my squad. And you don't want to be a liability to your team. And I think there's something to be said for the energy and all this other kind of stuff, man. But you gotta learn, you gotta know how to bring that thing down a bit. Because remember a couple of years ago when he got the technical foul for hitting LeBron or whatever, wasn't able to play game 5. I honestly believe that had he not have gotten a technical foul, then the Warriors would have won that chip too. So at some point you gotta be conscious of, hey, let me just calm down a little bit. Let me take it down a notch for the sake of my team. Because it's not just about you, bro. We need you. Yeah, they won game 3 without him, but it's just one of those things. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't.
That's
get it.
good.
Absolutely.
Well, sometimes you got people in your boat. Sometimes you got people in your boat that are afraid to walk on water, and so sometimes they will get sat down, and that's fine. You got to be brave enough to go out there on your own and trust. Keep your head up. Keep your eyes on the prize. And know that you gotta get the whole squad. It's more than 5 people on a team. So I love what you're saying. I love what you're saying about not being a liability, to be an asset. So
Listen.
he got sat down and they won the game. So he's still gonna get a ring if they go to the championship. But
Right.
his attitude.
That's
Come on,
true.
check your attitude at the door.
Check your attitude at the door. Even in the scripture, don't make me preach on the book of Acts, huh?
Come on.
Come on.
There was a man that Paul had to check. Somebody was like, you know what? Nah, I don't want this dude to roll with me. Because he's a liability. Now, eventually he went back and said, this dude is profitable for the kingdom. But at the time, Buddy was tripping. And so he needed, no, I'm not rocking with him. And so I don't know how you do that when you as far as the team is concerned and he gets a check like everybody else. But at some point, somebody has to. All right, here's another thing. Draymond, to me, is the leader of the team. He is the Steph is by far, of course, that's that dude. He's that guy. But as far as leading the team and the huddles and the voice of the team, that's you. So you got a responsibility on your shoulders that you have to handle well.
Right.
Otherwise, man, we've seen it before. Cats will be gone. ownership will be like, you know what? Nah, we don't need this dude. Or GMs
That's
will be
right.
like, yeah, he's good, but he ain't that good to be causing disruption. Like, he got to go. And then after that, now everybody's mad. And, it's like, dude, but it was your fault. So I think he's a great player. I think the team needs him, but the team needs him.
Come
Oh,
on.
Absolutely.
Come on.
You got to be present in more than just rebounds and defense. You got to be
Come
present
on.
mentally, so
Ooh,
be there for your
that's
squad.
That's absolutely great, man. I love it. I love that. And I love the fact that, that you took it both, spiritual and natural, at the fact that, he got to think. He has to think beyond right now in this particular moment.
right.
And you're right. I look at him as the vocal leader of the team. But I'm thinking further down the road, because his contract expires this year.
Come
And
on.
he's going to be seeking a new contract. And,
Come
there's a
on.
lot of speculation going on that, he may not get a chance because he wants a max contract. I don't think he's max contract worthy. But I would love for him to stay with the Warriors. But realistically, this might be his last hurrah with the Warriors. And this might be our last hurrah seeing, Draymond and Steph and Clay together, all in Warriors uniforms. We're not sure. But thinking about being, smart and using your brain and being more than what people see you as being, makes me think about this person that I have to mention today. It is with great regret that we have to mention the passing of the incredible, the great Harry Belafonte. Harry
Yes.
Belafonte passed at the rightful age of 96 years old. Listen,
Amen.
I am not mad at it. This man literally was an activist before activism was really, activated. And I mean,
Come on.
he has really changed the fabric of history of being more than just a singer. And an incredible man, 96 years old. And as I mentioned, he was an activist, he's a singer, he was an actor, and so many things. And so, Yolanda, I saw you trying to get my attention about it, but I had already. You must have read my note because I had that information already on here. But he is the father of actress extraordinaire Sherry Belafonte. I mean, I don't know Sherry Belafonte personally, but I watched her growing up as a young child and saw how she interacted with her father and things like that. So definitely, our thoughts and prayers are with her and the entire Belafonte family and his extended family as well. All right, y'all, I got to really throw this out here. So I was reading the news, and of course, I've been seeing different things. Of course, Don Lemons and another guy got let go from
Yes.
CNN yesterday, and I don't want to hang my hat there, but I do want to hang my hat at the fact that I don't know if you guys know, but as of today, Joe Biden has declared that he is seeking re-election in 2024, and it is very, very likely and very, very possible that he might get a rematch, as if this is boxing, but it might be. It's very, very likely that he may be going up against Donald J. Trump again for the presidency of the United States. Go ahead,
Jeez.
Christian.
I was gonna say I'm gonna need some applesauce on this one.
We all gonna need some of that. With some cinnamon. I need some cinnamon in mine. Come on.
Because here's the thing. Here's the thing. All right. So this is, I know this is, whatever you say can and will be held against you in the court of the, the internet. But here's the thing. I've been seeing some videos circulate with Uncle Joe. And some people don't need to be in the mic just because, I don't know how to say this without, I those who I put in office are set there by the Lord, of course. We pray for them all. But he gets some extra prayers from your boy because and I'm not even dealing with the who he might be running against part. But you know how your uncle say stuff at somebody walk up to the mic at the church and you already know when they walk it up like, oh God, oh God. And then say something and you like, see, this is why.
Mute.
Please, can somebody, I ain't never prayed for feedback before, but this is when I want the beep. It's like, cause you just like, And I think it wouldn't be so bad. Yeah, it would, but it wouldn't be so bad if President Obama wasn't so dope. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like every time he opened his mouth, he was smooth with it. There's this. I remember this one picture that he took. That he was getting out the car. He had his shades on. Just everything about him. I remember that he was. There's this video that was circulating when he was playing. He was playing ball. Somebody threw him basketball somewhere, and he whatever. That's what I do. That's what I do. I try to tell you this.
Yeah.
And then we get, one time I was it's like, oh,
Whoa.
Uncle Joe. So I don't know what else to say. I need some applesauce.
Man, listen, that time, I don't know if y'all remember that video a few weeks ago. I think it was around Martin Luther King Day when he was in Atlanta at Martin Luther King's church, Joe Biden was. And, he was in church and the choir was singing and, everybody was hand clapping and doing all this kind of stuff. And he was just in there like, what do I do here? Like you've never been to a black church before? I mean,
No.
he's been in politics forever. I was floored by what his responses was. I mean, Ashton, I won't pick on you, but
you can't pick on me. You can't, because I don't act like that, and I was born in Canada, so I'm not an American. So it's not my people. I'm Canadian. Come on.
I hear y'all. I mean,
do we have a good example to lead in the world today? Do we have someone that can support the leading role and demand attention?
We do, Jacory, but the path to the White House is a treacherous and it's also like it's guarded by gatekeepers. And so like the fact that we celebrated Obama getting to the White House, that was a miracle on a miracle on a miracle. I mean, he started young in politics, right, and worked his way up. But it's like there are so many people there to discourage you, to pull the rug out from under your feet, to talk about you. I mean, they're going to dig up some dirt that you did in kindergarten. And then the people are going to apply it to who you are today as an adult. And, we live in a cancel culture right now. You cannot, you can't jaywalk. And that people be like, oh, I don't trust him. He jaywalked. It's just, it's like, it's so hard. It's so difficult. And it's so paved with people that are going to do everything in their power to cut you down before you even get there. And so, yes, we do have amazing, amazing leadership in this country, but you may never see them on a big stage.
No,
because this country, you have to remember, this country was built on racism. It was built on racism. They didn't come over, the people that look like me did not come over to this country for freedom and equality. They came over here to exploit the land, and they did exactly that. They killed the natives, the Native Americans. They exploited the land, and we're paying the price for that still to this day. And so we may never, I'm not saying God can't work it out, but it's like, we have to work some things out here for ourselves. And I'm not saying, and that may sound funny to some people, God can do all things. Yeah, absolutely. But we got to work some things out here. He gave us free will, right? And that means that we get an opportunity to choose. We have the power of life and death in our tongue, right? That means we have a 50% choice every time we wake up in the morning. We can be kind or we can be evil. And that's our choice. Right. And now God makes provisions for our decisions. But in the meantime, we got to work that thing out. And until people that believe in equal rights and believe in all the things that are good in this country actually stand up, go vote, do all the things. Right. We have to have 100% participation. And we don't have that right now. And even in the times where we have communities that want to participate, they find bugs in the voting machines. They shut down the bus system so people don't have transportation to get there. I mean, it's like it's crazy. But yes, we do have young leadership, and you can seek them out. They're out there. They're out there for sure, using their big voices to seek change. But on the big stage, that's going to take some time, and that's going to take some work on our part, and definitely prayer. We have to pray, but we also have to work.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Please know that I'm not the politic girl, okay? I'm all Jesus and graphics and music and jumping up and down, okay? So my first question is, he's eight. This is the country part of me, okay? Just know this is my mama talking inside. He's 80 years old. I mean, how much more can you give?
I have to say something to that point.
So I'm just saying, I'm not saying you can't do well at 80, right? We're finding people are 80 is the new 60 in some regards. But I mean, like how much can you do at 80? Right? I'm serious. Just so that's my one question. All right. That's the country part of me. The other part of me says, Michelle don't want to. Let me just help y'all. She already said no. She already said no. So the black part of her says, we're not gonna do this again. We already done it. It's a wrap. I'm taking my cocoa butter and my kids back over here. We're not doing this again. It's a wrap.
Not enough.
Right. The other part of me says, the Jesus part of me says that America needs to repent because America built itself on the backs of people, black and not just black people, right? But other people to make it exist, and we have yet to make that right. So, in my opinion, it may not ever be right until that gets right.
Yeah. I agree with you 100%. Come on, Jesus. The doorbell rang on that. Here's my thing with it, going back to your first point. You got to know if you're not the best. All right, let me use this as an example. You're in a marriage relationship, right? You might be the breadwinner, but your spouse might be better with managing the finances. As men, we're taught from kids, you write the checks, you pay the bills and stuff. But if someone else is better qualified to do that than you, then whatever is best for your family unit is what you need to focus on, because it's not about you. And this is what I think honestly about this. There's somebody else that will be better suited for the running of this country rather than you having the ability to say, well, I got 2 terms. It's not about 2 terms. It's about what's best for the country. And if you're not the best for this country, then it would be best if you say, hey, listen, guys, I did what I did. I took us as far as we could. There's a better dude than me. That it's like John the Baptist and Jesus. John the Baptist was that dude. You understand what I'm saying? He was that dude. But then he was like, yo, it ain't me, bruh. It's this dude. So y'all listen to him. So there's another example. Moses and Elijah showed up on the Mount of Transfiguration. The disciples got all beside themselves. Yo, let's build 3 tabernacles. One for all of them. Stay up here. The voice of God said, this is my son. Hear him. Yeah, Moses was dope. Elijah was dope. Hear Jesus. So you got to know when to step to the side. You got to know when to step to the left. And at 80 something years old, bro, I think my man's need to step to the left. And it's all good. I'm not even mad. In fact, I appreciate that and value that more. If I am making the money in the household, but my wife is better at paying the bills and keeping track of everything, it's better for our family, our household, that she steps into that role. So that's the first thought. The second thought is this. You gonna make it another 4 years, Brother Joe?
Hey, my Lord.
I want you to make it. I want you to make it. But what's that movie? What's that movie?
Jesus.
On I think about the scene from The Matrix. Not like this. Not like this.
My favorite
Not
part.
like-
Come on.
Not like this, bro.
Not like this.
And if I was Michelle, I wouldn't want to do this either.
No.
I wouldn't.
Not
want
after
it.
you turn my husband's hair gray.
You
No.
understand? Now it's kind of fly, but still, don't nobody want that. And the pressure, like my sister said, there are people that are waiting with their guns and their arrows, and they are ready to.
Yes.
They ain't got no applesauce. You know what I'm saying? They got bullets. They
That's
got
right.
they got Twitter fingers. They ready to say something about everything that you say and everything that you do to try to get. Listen, wisdom is the principal thing, and get that, and that might need take a seat, have a seat.
Well, I have a question now. How is it that with everything that Trump is going through right now, how is it that he's even able to run? This is my question. How is it that he's even considered? How can they even have a conversation? Do you know that if I put a post on Facebook that has somebody else's music behind my post, they cut that thing off and they don't let me post it? Do you know how quickly they weed out my little post that is meaningless? How is this man able to get on social media and put a post up for people to see? How is he covered in the media? Now I know he runs Fox News. Okay, I'm gonna leave it just right there. But I'm saying how is he able to even talk about running?
Because America's dirty. To me, it's really simple. America is dirty. That's why, let me tell you something I have discovered. If the Lord blesses me with what I think he did, I'm going to tell y'all something. I will be coming in from Freedom Radio with the Japan children. Okay? Because over there, he'll tell you, over there, they don't
Totally
play
different.
that. Over there, it's just a difference. I'm not saying it's perfect, but what I am saying, it's just a level of honor and respect. And it's just weird here.
Yep.
I'm serious. So to me, of course it's easy because it's America. And America is just kind of dirty. And I don't, that's what I'm saying. I don't understand. I mean, it's not about his age. It's just more about, I agree with you, sir. Like, why would you try to run again? Just because you can doesn't mean you should.
Right.
You
What-
gotta
like,
know
no.
when to hold them,
Come on. Hey.
know when to fold them, know when to walk away.
Come on, know when to
roll,
run.
roll your butt up off that to get. You got to roll out that. Roll out. I'm sorry.
Can we just take a
Time's
pause?
up.
Is that an
Time's up.
option? Can we have a no president moment? Like nobody be the
Wow.
president, okay?
I
Just
love
stop.
that
We
idea.
all can govern our own selves accordingly,
No.
right?
Let's all sit down.
Let's just stop. No,
I love that.
4 years. Nobody. Just everybody.
We need to go to timeout. America need a timeout.
Ooh, that's-
Time out.
We need to go to timeout corner with our applesauce and
Uh-huh. I need to
recalibrate. We
sit
got to
down.
do a do-over.
Shut
Go
in.
We had a
Somewhere
timeout
sat
and
down.
we didn't do that right.
Sat down.
So
Mhm.
we had a timeout. We just didn't do it right, as my mom would say. We did have a timeout.
We had a COVID
We did in
timeout.
real life.
Come
we had
on.
a timeout, but we didn't
Mhm.
operate that. Ooh, I fucked that. Okay.
Oh,
Holy Ghost, like push down. We didn't operate that correctly. So I don't know. Y'all want a timeout again? I want a president timeout. I don't need a world timeout. I just want a president timeout.
yeah,
Wow.
exactly.
Like nobody run. Just nobody. Everybody have a seat.
Wow. Well, you said it. Govern yourselves wisely. So even if the president is somebody who's treacherous, who's a traitor, who is you know all of those things that you know number 45 is, you know, we still have to govern ourselves wisely, and so don't let that be a distraction, right? And don't be weary in well doing. And so keep on doing what you're doing. Keep making a difference in the community. Keep living out your calling and your passion. Keep educating yourself. Keep reading books. Keep traveling, right? Keep trying new things. And yeah, and that's it. Because ultimately what's going on there, it is going to make a lot of difference in, you know, the policies and our money and all that stuff. And I wish people would get that. You know, it affects our money, it affects our education, our children's education, our retirement. But ultimately, whoever's in the White House is not going to dictate how I run my household. As for me and my house, I will praise the Lord and serve the Lord daily. So yeah, just keep that in mind.
I love it. I mean, you know what? This whole conversation is multifaceted and can easily smartly take us down a lot of different avenues to a possible resolution. I'm with all of you. I'm not sure if I want Uncle Joe to run again. You know, I've seen him do some stuff and say some stuff that was like, wow. But listen, I'm looking up at the clock, and we're not out of conversation. We're only out of time. And it is really time for us to get ready to go. But before we go, we normally have a closing comment and a final thought. So Denton, Christian Dentley, listen, I want to first of all, thank you for hanging out with us, man. We really appreciate you hanging with us. And I want to give a shout out to KJ Stansel, Kevin Stansel, who was trying to get our attention through chat. I put his comments on the board. That's my guy. He was shouting you out, of course, Christian and Ashlyn
Hey,
and
Kev.
Yolanda, and that's my guy too. We're glad to have him hanging out with us. Shout out to Emetrius, who is hanging out with us right now from LAX, and so many other people who have joined us. But before we go, Christian, normally we have a closing comment and a final thought. Since you're always on point, from what I can see, I'm going to give the floor to you, man, to have our closing comment
and final thought of the day.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So here's my final closing thought. Always know, number one, what you're here for, but also number two, which is just as important as number one, who you're here for. I realize that Take Six belongs to God. We're God's group, and we're here for the purpose of flooding this earth with great music. But who is the people that are doing amazing things, which is why this concert is so important on Tuesday, May 16th. We want you to get your tickets so that you guys can be there and support Reaching Out, which is one of the largest food pantries in the Bay Area. And we want to join with them and do amazing things for the kingdom. So that's what it's all about. Love you guys, man. Thank you so much for having me. This has been amazing. I want some applesauce.
Yes,
and a ticket.
sir.
Somebody just got a ticket. It just came to my phone. Look at that.
Hey!
Oh, wow. Awesome. That is awesome
Well,
stuff.
Christian, I can't attend, but I'm going to buy tickets anyway, and I'll give them to Demetrius Tolfree to give away for an upcoming week. But I will buy 2 tickets myself, and Dito, you can give them away. So awesome.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you
Glad
so
to
much,
support.
my sister. I appreciate
Absolutely.
No doubt. Yeah, it's all good. So listen, we're going to have a great time on Tuesday, May the 16th in San Jose. Again, I will be there, and so many other people will be there. It's going to be a great time. Listen, it's time for us to go. But on behalf of Ja'Cory, Yolanda, Christian, and Ashlyn, my name's Demetrius Tolfree. To the next time on this same Shop Talk Network at this same Shop Talk time. Y'all know how I do it. Ashlyn, you can help me say it. Ow, up, eco. Holla.
Holla.